After all that, I'm sorry to disappoint you all, but I'm Russell Crowe. And to try to capture the last 30 years after basically sticking it to the tobacco industry and their NDA, I was able to start a process that has created what I would call conscience in action. That is using your conscience to continue to do what better work you can do. And I'm reminded of a quote from Keats as follows: "Beauty is truth, truth breedy. That is all you need to know on earth, and all you need to know." End of quote. I would not be standing here tonight or this afternoon if it wasn't for a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, who really helped marshal me through some really tough times. I required armed bodyguards that would start my car in the morning, check my mail, and then follow me to school, and then pick me up from school, bring me home. My girls wanted to go out riding a bicycle, they went with her. So I have a really debt of duty to people such as my father, who I talk to every day, my brother, who also talked to every day, and they never got to see the end that is coming out of the 158 students I was teaching every day, who provided me the glue and the substance to continue on. And I was teaching in Louisville, Kentucky, home of Brown and Williamson and Philip Morris Tobacco. And I have to tell you that I had their attention every day. But I have to say, if it wasn't for the children, the people who helped me without being compensated to weather the storm. And as a whistleblower and a person of conscience, there are going to be tremendous penalties on a daily basis, such as death threats, such as smear campaign that a law firm of Chadbourne and Park paid $8.2 million to smearing the public opinion. So when I came to court, I would always be tainted. But it wasn't for the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, and the LA Times, who debugged the garbage they put out, the hiring of a public person well, Scanlon, I mean, I don't know, he's a publicist, and he went around selling the story to the media, hoping that whenever I got to court, I would never be believed. And that storm has passed, and I must say that it has made me stronger. I know the substance of my conscience and the substance of my strength has come forward. I spend a lot of my time continuing the consciousness in action. I've been around the world, meeting with presidents of countries, ministers of health of countries, all trying to continue what happened when I violated my NDA on 60 Minutes on a Sunday evening. Much of that has come and made the difference. So I don't know how and why. Is it my individual or is it more the movie? But it's allowed me to get in some very high offices and make some changes. And I mean, the changes are coming, whether it's the generational ban in New Zealand that's been to changing the way tobacco is sold and distributed in New Zealand, how nicotine that the packs requires a physician's involvement and a prescription to get it filled in a pharmacy. Okay? To Japan, to Korea, to Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Holland. I mean, I haven't missed it. Just 2-3 weeks ago, I was able to address the Israeli Knesset on how to change the laws of tobacco. How do, when the IDF soldiers come back from this brutal war, who have been fed daily tobacco products, how are you going to treat them when they get done? Where does it end? I mean, I think it's ending here today with all you people who share a common conscience with me. What you do and what you've done requires you putting yourself in harm's way for the betterment of others. And I think that is what Steve reflected shortly before me. But I think that's the point we all take. How do we put ourselves in harm's way to better? And we have, I have to say, given what's going on in the world today, in the business world, in government, there are going to be more and more whistleblowers because the erosion of morality is endemic. And I mean, it's endemic. We see it everywhere. And I look forward to share with you again in future years your successes. Because by virtue of being recognized as you have made the first step. And I encourage you all to keep on taking steps to further the debunking of what you came forward with risk. So I thank you all. I thank all of you whistleblowers. And I mean, this is what